Well, that's ominous. I'm back with another drunk reaction, and today I'm drinking Fireball as I often am. Well, the first episode of WandaVision was short and sweet. Nice setup. The most impressive thing, the thing I like the most about it, is that they kept the camera at the standard distance the way you would have for a three-camera sitcom. Because if you'll notice, they never have close-ups. So sometimes they'll zoom in and do close-ups, but you can still tell the camera's farther away, right? You can just tell. For instance, I don't want to get into technical shit. You can tell. So, but what they did here is they kept the camera far away until that motherfucker was choking. It looked like he was going to choke to death, right? Then poof, they zoomed in, and then they went to the close-ups. Well, for instance, I think I know what it. If you can tell whether it's a zoomed-in close-up and it's not a zoomed-in close-up based on the fact that there should be somebody, or there should be furniture, or there should be a wall in the way, right? For instance, there was a wall behind the guy who was choking to death, right? And yet, they were able to get a close-up of the woman saying, "Stop it, just stop it," right? Which you couldn't do unless you had, like, moved the camera, put the camera where he was, and point the camera at her for the close-up. See, so that's how you can tell. That's why sometimes the three-camera setup with the editing, they don't really get the good close-ups depending on where the characters are situated in the room, to where the furniture is and where the walls are and shit like that. Because they can't do it all at once, right? So, anyway, I just like the fact that that's when they came in. They broke the format of the sitcom in that moment. That shows that's the key moment of the episode. Other than the fact they can't remember anything. So those are the two pieces of information we can take away from this that we didn't already know. I didn't know they were going to have memory loss, and that apparently that was like, I still don't know why that was the key moment, but they wanted us to know it was a key moment with the way they moved the camera. So I'll be paying attention to that for this episode. But let's get into shit. This is episode 2. Ah, yes, the separate beds. That was some dumb shit. I doubt a single married couple in the entire history of the 50s had separate beds except on TV. In the 50s, the TV shows didn't want you to know motherfuckers were fucking.
Ne'er-do-wells might be up to. Robbing houses.
You know what's hilarious about this?
Walking through walls, moving
Not the
objects
jokes
without
they're telling,
touching
because the
them.
jokes are intentionally lame, right? What's hilarious, these are the two baddest motherfuckers, the god tier fighters in the Marvel Universe. Captain Marvel's the only one that can hang with these two motherfuckers, right? So they're 2 of the 3, right? And they're afraid of, like, intruders.
I'm going to take a look.
So the fact that they're scared when they're 2 of the 3 baddest motherfuckers in the entire Marvel Universe, right?
Yes,
That's what's hilarious.
This is better, isn't it?
Yeah, this is better.
Wanda Duck.
Real.
Yes, dear.
Get the light.
What's up? Wanda, darling. Yes, dear. Get the carrots. Yeah, they're going a little obvious with the Bewitched. I have a feeling each credit sequence is going to be different until they get through this phase of, I heard the first 3 episodes are going to be this, and then we're doing something else, which I don't know what it is. Oh, the final scene of the first episode, where you pan out and you see the TV and we see somebody with the control. That just confirms my theory that this is being done to her. It's not something she's doing to herself. You know what's remarkable about this? Elizabeth Olsen has the look of those characters from the 50s and 60s sitcoms. They had a look, right? And she has that.
Might just see through this little charade.
Well, that's the whole point. In a real magic act, everything is fake. Darling.
Yeah, Penn and Teller said that. Matter of fact, Penn Gillette, I think his last name is Gillette. He said if a magic trick is too perfect, the audience will reject it. Because that means there's literally only one way it can be done. You can't make it too perfect. I'm not sure if my mind fully grasps what that means, but it makes sense even though I can't fully grasp what the hell he's talking about. But, like, if you really had magic, your magic act would suck. I think what it means is that you have to imply somehow the audience can think, I think I know how that might be possible, how they did this. But they don't know the details, but they can kind of figure out maybe how it's possible, Like with card tricks, you assume there's some kind of way where they know what the card is, even if you don't know the details. Ooh, something of color. Interesting.
Look, it's the star of the show.
Yeah, we know you're in on it,
Agnes!
bitch. I'm not sure that the idiots from work and fat moron from work and his idiotic wife, I'm not sure they're in on it, right? I am 100% sure this bitch is in on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
morning, Dennis.
You're evil.
Morning, Agnes. Can I give you a bit of friendly advice?
Is it about
Stop
the
dressed
dress?
like a whore.
Dottie is the key to everything in this town. Country club memberships, parties,
So don't call her cunt.
admissions.
Well, that's not.
Hiya, Dottie. Your roses are divine.
That's right. Kiss that
Thank
ass.
you. Finishing the
Yeah,
stage
we kind of
setup
got
as we
like
speak.
Vision's
We've given the gazebo a
daily
special
life at
paint
the
and we'll
job
install
in the
the
first
fire
episode.
decorations all
Now we're
around
getting
the
her
town
daily
square.
life
And if
not
you
working,
recognize
right?
the antique footlights, I'm sorry, Dottie, I didn't ask about the chairs.
Oh
You
shit.
better not ask me if you can chair any committees in the future.
Yeah, you're expelled. Yeah. You know, she actually is a cunt too. So it's gonna be really hard to not call her a cunt.
We only have a few hours until showtime, so a little less cross chatter and a little
Oh,
more.
that's it. Eat my ass. Go ahead and ban me from the chairs or whatever the fuck it is you were talking about.
All of this is for the children.
Yeah.
the children.
Yeah.
For the children.
The only reason I didn't clap is because I'm afraid to move.
Fuck that bitch.
I actually don't know what I'm doing here.
You know, here's what's interesting. I thought this was just happening to Wanda. This may be happening to a lot of people around town. Interesting. Like, that never even occurred to me. I thought it was all about Wanda, right? Because it's WandaVision. Now they're implying that this is happening more than just her. That's
Anybody
interesting.
doing this sober?
Yeah, I'm not trying to do this sober either. I hear you, baby.
This is sort of a members only.
Yeah,
type
you're a
deal.
nerd. Get the fuck out.
So, cheese filled. Oh, neither for me, thank you. I don't eat food.
I run out of
What I mean to
electricity,
say is
bitches.
that
Stop
there was
hating.
food in-
Now, you know how Johnson been bragging about that treehouse.
He also brags about his Johnson.
You know those bowling trophies Arthur's always polishing?
That ain't the only thing he
He bought
polishes.
them all at a yard.
I, too, have some top secret gossip to share.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Norm here's a communist.
Oh, shit. Damn. Damn. Why are you snitching, though?
You know, I always thought you were kind of a square.
Me? No,
He
I'm
is a square
round as they
motherfucker.
come.
But somebody with that hairdo calling somebody else a
Grin?
square, that's a problem.
Well, my understanding is that it's purely for mastication.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
You don't?
Well,
The fuck's
and in
wrong with you?
Westview,
Or whiz at all this committee stuff, Dottie.
Thank you for choosing me to help you clean up today. I feel so lucky. You are.
Daddy's got to go.
I
Bye-bye.
can't help it. What if I can?
Do you have a
Then how
cornfield
would you
around
do
here where
that?
we can send this bitch? That's what I want to know.
I've heard things about you.
Say it to my face then.
You and your husband.
Yeah, well, we only do
Well, I don't
37
know.
positions. What have you heard?
But I assure you, I don't mean anyone any harm.
Except you. So somebody is looking for her then. Ow.
Dottie!
I like that it's got color. When you have this black and white shit, which I hate, by the way, any little bit of color just really fucking emphasizes it. So it's it's an excellent reason to do it. Are talent shows still a thing? I've only seen talent shows on TV for the last 40 years. Like, are talent shows actually a thing actual real human beings do anymore? I'm curious. Hey, you need to magic that gum out of his ass.
I give you Wanda and Vision.
Or, more concisely, WandaVision. This is going to be a shit show, isn't it? It ain't a talent show no more, it's a shit show.
I am Glamour and he...
The only problem with this, unlike a real sitcom, which even the stakes aren't very high in a real sitcom, but they're higher than this, there are no stakes here. We don't give a shit if they're embarrassed in front of the whole town because we don't believe the town's real. We don't believe any of the people are real. I'm starting to think they are real. They're prisoners just like Wanda and Vision are. But still, there are no stakes here. We don't give a shit. Like, You could literally fuck her on that piano and everybody could gasp in horror and it wouldn't make any difference, right? So there's no stakes. Maybe breaking the program, so to speak, would get them out of this scenario and into a new scenario, you know? Nicely covered.
He's using
This goes to what I was saying. Like if you can figure out a little bit of the, not this much, but if you figure out a little bit of the trick, you're not horrified, right? You actually enjoy the magic trick.
Now, for my next trick.
I don't think I'm drunk enough for this.
Oh, well, stop. I'm doing it.
If only you all knew our secret.
Oh!
Is that how mirrors work?
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
That's the best joke so far.
grand finale.
Are you sure you don't want an audience volunteer named My Husband Ralph?
Damn, Agnes. It's like that? Have we met her husband yet? Because I'm still suspicious, sir. I think she's the only one in town who ain't a prisoner.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in
Oh.
the box?
7 is still ruined that for me.
What's in the box?
Get off the stage.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Just get the gum out of this motherfucker.
Well, would you look at that? That really gummed up my works, didn't it?
Oh my god. They did all that for that. Oh, wow. That is a long way to go.
Nothing like what you two just did up here has ever happened in the history of our talent show.
Arrest them.
Dottie,
Of course, we know she's not
we
mad.
are so
Standard sitcom
hilarious.
format.
That was the most hilarious act we've ever seen. Wouldn't you all agree?
Shut up, Dolly. We still don't like you. Dottie, whatever the hell your name is.
Oh, yeah.
how'd you do it?
Don't ask no
The magician
questions.
never reveals his secrets. He leaves that to his assistant.
And she's not talking.
Had a feeling you'd say that.
And yet, you asked.
Vision? Is this really happening?
No. I don't believe it is. Oh, shit.
No.
Well, that's ominous. Well, see, this is implying that she does have control. It's not being done to her, she's doing it herself. See, I don't know, man. They're doing a good job keeping me guessing, man. Excellent. Get some color up in this shit. Now we're talking. That's better.
Wanda. Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda.
Doing a really good job keeping us guessing. Do I think it's multiverse though? Because like somebody's trying to contact her. Could they really talk through the multiverse? That seems unlikely. I don't know. Well, I push on my chips to the table, so I'm going to stick with that until I'm proven wrong, which will probably be next week. So I'm sticking with multiverse theory, but now it seems like she's controlling herself. It's not being done to her. Man, what would be really dark is if she's doing this to herself, but she sucked in random people, or maybe people she knows in some capacity that we just don't know she knows. Sucked them in. They are her prisoners. Because my assumption has been up to this point that she's a prisoner and so is everybody else in town. What if they are her prisoners? That would be dark as fuck. I mean, grief is very powerful. It's one of the most powerful emotions we have. I know it. I'm still grieving for my father. He's been dead for 2 years. And it's very powerful. So I understand her grief. So I could totally see that being her motivation to do this shit, right? So, but that would be dark. If she's holding other people prisoner, that's dark. But we'll find out next week.